Also, deleting a product is the same way how we deleted a category. But here I want to mention some point which is very important to validate our API. Let's first copy also the delete request from categories. So I will take this one and then paste it here in the product API or product routes. We replace everything to product. Everything is replaced. So we have now all the states. And let's try it now. Let's get list of products. For example, get. We have all of these products. Let's remove the old ones because they are empty. So we can select one of the IDs, change this to delete, and send the request. Now, success, true, and the product is deleted. What I want to mention here is very important thing. So what if I send a bad ID like this? I will see that I will get error that the object ID is not valid. So we need also to validate the object ID in all requests. So in this case, we catched an error. But here in the put request, there is no any catching of the error. We are just checking if we are getting a product or not. But here it's checking the ID. So it will hang somehow. So let's change that to the put request and make a problem in the ID. For example, I remove this one and then I send a request and I see the backend is hanging. That's why I prefer more this way, the promise way. So I can say always what I can see, what I can get, and what I can catch. But if you want to keep this way, so we can also not validate only the category, we can validate the ID. How we can do that? The ID should be the type of object ID, which is stored in Mongoose. So here, I will start first to do a constant require Mongoose. And this constant Mongoose, it has a method where I can use it in the put request. So I can say mongoose dot is valid object ID. So I can pass then the request dot params dot ID. So if this valid, then I continue. If not, then I return a response about the error. So as we see here, this is returning a boolean. So let's put it inside an if. So I say here if mongoose. So I will send also a bad request in this way, and I say invalid product ID. And in this case, the product or the API will return for me error when I am passing a wrong ID. Let's try it now. We have wrong ID. I see that I didn't return any error. This is because I said if is valid, then return error. So I should have not valid. So I add not. So let's go back again and send the request again, and I get error invalid product ID.